Hi, this is Carl with Small Biz Thoughts, and this is another SOP video for managed service providers. Today's tip comes from Volume 3 of the Managed Services Operations Manual, and it's all about running the service department. Today we're going to talk about scheduling. Now normally, I'm not a big fan of calendars. I think that you should work as much as you can from highest to lowest priority for everything in your entire organization. And if you need some more information on that, I highly recommend the book, Power of Focus by Jack Canfield. So sometimes you have to schedule stuff, and there's no way around that. So we're going to talk about scheduling within the service department. Sometimes you have to schedule labor at clients' offices or remotely, and that's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about working within the service department. So how do you run the service department? There are several things you need to schedule, and the reason you need to schedule them is just to make sure that they get done. The first is employee related, and that is quarterly reviews. So I don't think that you should review salaries every quarter, but you should set goals for your employees every quarter, and then you should review them. And it makes no sense to delay this. If you say, well, this is the fourth quarter of the year, okay, well then maybe at the end of the December or the first week in January, you want to do that review. There's no point in reviewing the quarter in February, March, April, May of the next year. Same thing with setting the goals. You need to set the goals in a timely manner so that employees know what they should be paying attention to, and that way it keeps them focused. In general, this should never be an adversarial thing, so just schedule it, make it a 15-minute thing, and get it over with. The more feedback you give employees, the better they can serve you and your clients. Other simple things. You need to schedule your regular Monday morning meetings. Put it on everybody's calendar and make sure there are no excuses. Your entire company should get together from time to time. Maybe that's every Monday, but maybe it's once a month. Whatever it is, it will not happen unless people put it on their calendars and they make it a priority. So regular employee trainings, always a good idea. We do ours once a month. We have it on Final Friday, so we call it Final Friday Training. But whatever you have, put it on the calendar. Make sure everybody has it on their calendar, and there are absolutely no excuses to schedule something else at that time. There are also several client-focused things that you need to do. First, monthly maintenance, absolutely one of the highest priorities in any company. You need to make sure that it happens. What you should do is put in recurring tickets into your system. So if there's recurring tickets, then you know that there's always going to be a ticket for monthly maintenance, and try to knock those out in the first couple of weeks of each month, and that way you don't do one at the end of the month and the next one at the beginning of the month for the same client, and then you've got quote-unquote monthly maintenance that happened 8 days apart. There's also patch management. So patch management, again, if you've got an automated system, you should set it up and figure out what your schedule is. Let's say that patches are released on a Tuesday, you review them and whitelist what you want, blacklist what you want, and then put them out to your clients on Sunday. That gives you a few days in case one of the patches gets recalled, and just make sure that you know which things you want to blacklist. You can rely on your remote management and monitoring company to do this whitelisting and blacklisting for you, but you also need to take some responsibility for it yourself. Then you need reports to clients. So clients need to know what's going on, and many managed service providers find it very helpful to send regular reports about all the work that was done. If you put it right in front of people and say, look, I know that you don't see us very much, but we're really working hard on your behalf, it's easier for clients to pay that bill every month because they see that they're actually getting something for their money. And finally, there's quarterly business reviews. Clients need to know that you're paying attention to their technology, and it's very helpful to say, look, let's plan for what you're doing this year. Are you going to be growing? Are you going to be shrinking? Do you need more machines? Are you moving to voice over IP? What are you doing? What do you have planned? And let's make sure that we have the appropriate technology to make you as successful as possible. You may have lots of other things that you schedule within your company, in particular within the service department. Just make sure that you have a good list of those things, you know when they should happen, and you've got a process. These things should not be random. You can schedule it, you can get it done. This is Carl Polachuk from Small Biz Thoughts, wishing you all the best in your managed service business.